few days off between games, a rarity in a season, and a chance for you out there to put the guys through their paces, and that's good.
Well, we rarely get 3 days of practice, and it was one of those times where things would be different if the situation. We needed some practice time. Didn't feel like we needed to do more on the ice. We did a good little extra off ice prior and after, and so we thought that we got a little bit done what we wanted to do. Continue with the defensive battle drills a little bit and continue pushing forward.
As the trade deadline gets closer, a couple of the guys have openly admitted, it's kind of hard to block out a lot of the rumors, and they hear it and they do their best. Is there anything you can do to keep kind of just the stress levels down and maybe the unsureness of
like these, it's a little bit of the same, but different, sometimes. We want them to have a little bit of fun at the end of practice, keep it a little loose at times with continuing the work, and but it's the same thing. This is the way it is. There's always talk. There's always going to be people wondering what goes on, and we continually to tell them, listen, you've got to control what you can do, and that's what we can do. You can't push it any other way. You can't make stuff up. You can't lie to them. This is the way it is. We have to go out every day, be the best at what you're going to do, prepare, and work hard. If something happens, it happens. It doesn't do you any good, me any good, the team any good, the fans any good, for you to go through, your daily routine halfway.
Dion said he's hopeful to play this week. Do you have an update on him right now?
Well, he practiced well, and that was a bonus. We thought that was really good. We have 2 more practice days, which is really fortunate for us, because if we had to play again tomorrow, we'd have to make a decision where he was. But we were just very happy now that he practiced. He went through the whole thing. I thought he had decent energy. It's now getting that game shape back, but we're hoping that he can get through these next 2 practices in a positive way, and we're hopeful.
It seemed like Joffrey really set a tone in his first game back. What kind of positive impact can that have, especially on this team?
I thought that was great. And when I left here and I talked to you guys, I was not going to play him as much as I did, and he kind of encouraged that he didn't want to be eased in. He wanted to go. I think his mindset and that leadership was important for us. I mean, for him to know that it was important, for him to be ready to play, and for him to contribute in a big way. So I thought that was real good leadership on his part.
Did you feel it throughout the lineup that everyone was almost feeding off that?
Well, I thought I felt it throughout the lineup. I think everybody was a little bit more prepared mentally, kind of saying that, listen, there's no way to ease into this game. This team is not a slow, soft team. They're hard. They're going to come out and play physical, and we have got to be mentally ready and physically ready to match that and be ready to play. And I thought that he came right out and showed good leadership right off the bat.
There's the argument that if this team is going to be rebuilding, that you're going to need those types of leaders in the room to kind of continue to set that tone, especially next year. Is there an argument to be made that a guy like Lupul is instrumental in that?
Well, I don't even think it's an argument. I think it's clear that leadership is going to be very, very important. There's no team that's successful going down and going into the playoffs or going deep in the playoffs that doesn't have strong leadership. And everybody goes through different types of adversity. Even the teams at the top of the pile, they go through a lot of adversity their way, whatever it may be. Their number 1 goalie hurt or something happening to their team. And that leadership is what has to help you get through it.
Peter James Van Riemsdyk, he's basically on pace for the same offensive output this season as last season. Same time, doesn't feel necessarily he's having the same big impact on most nights. What have you seen from his game? What do you make of this season today?
That's a question that's hard for me because I wasn't here last year, so I don't have any impact or feel for him last year other than seeing his numbers. They need to continue to push and be instrumental every night. They need to be a factor, and they need to be the line that they are capable of being every night consistently, and they need to keep doing that. And that's from that's what guys, JVR, and Bozy, and Kess, and Nazi, and those guys have got to keep pushing and got to be the instrumental and be driving force.
Update on no Phil today, and Trevor left early?
Trevor, he was never into any contact drills. He was really to be out there until we got into that part, but he's progressing slowly. He's not ready, obviously, but he'll do what he can tomorrow again without contact. Trevor, and today Phil is just really a maintenance day. There's some nagging things, and we decided to that's the best course of action for him. But Trevor's been skating, just that he doesn't have the push that he needs to yet.
With Troy being named captain of the Marlies, obviously Trevor's going to have a role of some sort down here the rest of the year.
Well, I think that he's done a very good job. I mean, he's a smart guy, and he's been very good penalty killing. I've relied on him in a lot of situations, and I've earned, or he's earned, some trust from me in a lot of areas. So I think it's important. He's earned his opportunity right now with where we are, and I think that I expect him to be here, but you just don't know what's happening.